Hey,
Hello,
Moose.
dorks.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going, Flasheroonie?
It's going.
Good.
You want to do Mary's bit and say hi to everybody and introduction?
Yeah, I will do that.
Because you're my special guest hostage this week.
Yes, I am. All right. So, in the Real Liberty Media chat room, right now, we have the #1 position up there on top is Asmo. Then we have Barman, Betsy, Grimnir, Moosegurl is me, Kate, Alias D, Chalcedony, Cirque, Chloe, Dakota, Flash Somebody, Flash Dork, I'd be Don C. There's 2 flashes in here.
Yeah, I know. I got 2 different accounts open.
Oh, okay.
I got one so I could read it, but I can't open up the one I didn't install on the other's computer.
Oh, okay.
All that techno geek pop tart shit that Cirque does.
Yeah. All right. I be Don C, Java Doctor 2, JJS 999, P Bunyan, Rob Works, Trust No One, Woodman, Apostle, BTC Bob, Colfax 101, Dim AA, I don't know if that's how you say it or not, but anyway, Dork B, J Dread, Jehovah 1, Juana Taco, Kozu, Mbot, North Force, Sanum Link, Tip Bob, and Vil.
Yeah, I saw Dork B in there, but I wasn't paying attention in the beginning.
Dork B.
Too much. Yeah. Mary B. Dork B.
Did I miss Mary B? Dork
I
B.
think I did not think I heard her name.
Oh my God, how did I do that?
I don't know.
Oh, there she is. She's in there. Yeah, I see her. Dork B. Okay.
Yeah.
Can't forget her.
Well,
I did say her, I think. Oh, maybe I didn't.
I don't
Oh, well, I'm sorry. It's morning. I just got up out of bed like 10 minutes ago.
You got your coffee in your hand?
I do not have my coffee yet. I'm going to have to walk away here for a minute and get it. It's
yeah, why don't you go do that? And, how long is a minute? And I'll just entertain them with my witticisms.
Okay, I will do that. I'll be right back.
All right, because I got something I wrote. On the I got something I wrote on the Freedom's Network site. I got to reload it, so give me a second here. But I did a Dork Table update for the page, and I guess I'll just read it while Miss Moose is off getting her necessary brown stuff to drink. Because, doing the radio without coffee to drink is, wow, that would be a drag. I don't think I'd want to do it if I didn't have coffee to drink. Oh, and I found something, the folks from Freedom's Network. Bo Diddy took care of the Freedom's Network hosting for a year, but if you care to donate to him, he's got a button for you to push on the Freedom's Network site. So don't let the weight of that change in your pocket bother you. Give it to Bo Diddy instead and let him worry about it. And in the meantime, we've got Moose still getting coffee. Boy, she's got a big house. It's taking her forever. Maybe she's brewing it when we started the show. I don't know. This stuff's a little bit more difficult to do solo than it is with somebody to interrupt.
Okay, so, I am back.
Hey, you saved my happy ass. There you are.
Yes, I did. See, I did say Dork D.
Okay. Wow, I don't know. Don't count on me to be right. That's asking for a table full of bullshit.
Right.
Because I just got my opinion. And you know how reliable opinions are.
That's all I have, I mean.
Right. You ever notice how far people will take an opinion about a third-party thing that doesn't affect you? It does, but it doesn't at the same time.
Yeah.
And they take that fucking idea to left field like it really matters. Like having your ass checked for cancer by a certified doctor in the certified doctor world, by God and country.
Right.
What do you run into?
With what?
Have you ever had to talk to somebody nose to nose that was seriously thinking about getting a flu shot or something stupid like that?
No, I won't go there. I just won't do it.
Yeah, it's really, it's touchy territory.
I will tell my family, but...
Well, what about on the radio? You got anything to say for the record? Because we're here on the Dork Table.
Okay,
and in 100 years, though, in 100 years from now, some kid is going to find a box with this old machine in it, and he's going to find us talking about what we're talking about. Yeah. Oh, I don't. The future is going to happen. Don't let these warmongers scare you. It's all.
No, I'm not. I don't let them scare me. Trust me, I don't.
So okay, let's play. I'm going to go down to the doctor and get a flu vaccination. Moose, what do you think? Should I go do it?
No.
Really?
You should not do that.
I could get sick.
I would recommend not doing that.
Got any particular
Do you know what's
reason?
in those?
Me? Do I know what's in them? Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
so, really, you're going to do that to yourself?
Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
No, but, I would do crazier things than that, but I wouldn't do that. No.
That is a pretty crazy thing to do.
Well, the public version of medicine is not the truth, is the problem. They've got all our societies dependent on this research shit that they don't really do.
No, they don't.
What they really do. And I saw this on a video link the other day. Well, I think I talked to about Mary about it last week too. Is I'm starting to see links of other people that are standing up and making videos talking like we do.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I know, the numbers were small, like 700 looks over a period of time, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Another one was 100 and something. But the idea was we're not the only ones that are pissed off enough to get on the radio or say something to somebody about it. 'Cause I think that's really all it's going to take in the long run. Well, the ones that are already using it, they're already going to do that.
The ones that what?
The ones that already are going to take a shot blindly, they're already going to do. There's no talking to them, but then there's other people. So what would you say?
What would I say?
Yeah,
I'd
to
say
talk me out of
it.
getting a
Say don't
shot.
do it. You don't know the stuff that's in there is nasty, and it can't be good for you. You're better off taking your chances getting the flu than getting sick from that. I mean,
well, I read some of the serums are outdated in the offices they're being used at.
Oh, I'm sure it's just all bad.
Wow,
it's all bad.
So I shouldn't do that.
I would recommend not.
Okay. What about getting tested for like ball cancer or something?
I would recommend getting the test, but
yeah. Well, what would instigate? Okay, what would somebody feel like? This is the part I've never understood about all this cancer talk over the years, right? Is what are the symptoms that make people believe that they've got cancer in the first place? What are you so broken down about that you can't function normal? Or is it just some doctor telling you, hey, you've got this thing growing inside of you that's going to have teeth and eat its way out if you don't stop it? And give you some big story, or I don't know. I've never been through it, so I don't have a clue. Maybe we should ask the RLM gang what they got to say about it.
I'm just saying that, like, for testicular cancer, it's one of the most curable ones you could get. I don't know what the symptoms would be.
What's the cure? Rubbing them?
No, they just remove it.
Never mind.
Well,
wow. No, just remove it. Wow. Just remove. No, I don't think so. Well, we're going going to start the show off the way we ended the last one. Okay. Anyway.
Yes, apparently.
Well, that didn't sound very nice. Just remove it. Sounds kind of barbaric. Yeah, but aren't there other ways to take care of cancer besides cutting shit off?
Yeah, the way they recommend is not. I would not recommend that way.
Well, I thought we were.
No.
Yeah,
no.
I thought we were bound by law to their way somehow.
No. Well, we are. A lot of people think we are, but we're not.
Well, you can get in a lot of trouble refusing the advice of a doctor, can't you?
No.
What? You have people been telling?
You just do what you want. I mean, I
always do, but other people tell me you're going to get in trouble.
Let doctors make decisions for me.
Yeah, they don't seem like they're smart enough to tie their own shoes most of the time. So, yeah, life-threatening.
It's the whole Western medicine mentality. It's the whole a pill or a shot will cure whatever, and it's just not the case.
You know what I found it turned out to be?
What?
The cheap electricity and food and the shitty water that we get to energize us with. All the core necessities of life are inferior products so that we run all fucked up like we do and waste.
Yeah, well, why is the water fucked up?
Because that's part of the plan to keep us living like this.
Right.
In fear of the great Oz behind the curtain.
Yes, fear is one of their biggest tactics.
Well, I think that's
how they trick people into the flu shots. The fear factor, the whole, if you do not get a flu shot, you will die. If you do not get your kids a flu shot, they will die.
Okay.
What?
Wow. Okay. It's funny
to me. They say, Zach's like, they don't say that. I'm like, no, they say stuff like, do it for your family.
Oh, they insinuate through guilt. Yeah.
Right.
The guilt.
But, my kid's criticizing me right now, but I guarantee you he doesn't want me to run out and drag him out to the doctor and give him a flu shot. I guarantee you that. Because
it gives you the flu. That's what the shot does.
It makes you sick.
Yeah, makes you sick, yeah.
I mean... You've
been exposed to the very thing you're running to hide from.
I have not had a flu shot for... I don't know how long.
Right. But, remember when we were kids? I'm a little older than you are.
Yeah.
But when we were young and we would get ill in the neighborhood... the moms would just get together and get all the kids and get them sick of whatever that was at the same time, get it over with.
I don't remember my mom purposely doing that. I was a kid. I don't know if she did that, but there is a theory to that when you're a kid, if you want to build up your immune system, so it's good to get sick.
Get it over with,
so you can get it out of your system. You had it, you're done.
Yeah, that's how I grew up. And then the inoculations came later. Right, but the inoculations came later. Like, when? I don't know. After the 70s were in gear somewhere, I think. Because I don't remember a big deal about getting shots and all that horseshit. I know I got something, but...
Yeah, I got some booster shot or something when I was in school.
But at my age now, it's like whatever damage was done to me in my young days, it would have surfaced by this point. I think.
You would think so. I mean, I think back in the 70s, the vaccines weren't as dangerous as they are now.
Aha! Yeah, or packaged in poison.
Right. I don't think they were as bad then as they are now.
Let's preserve this shit in mercury for the people.
Yeah.
We live amongst a bunch of chimpanzees that don't know any better than to shoot mercury into their blood.
Right.
But if you've got the nerve to be a speed freak or a heroin addict and do it all by yourself, well, then you're a menace to society. But this guy that's got a boat payment coming up, he can shoot me up full of shit, and it's okay.
Yeah.
Say, wait a minute.
I mean, I had some doctor in my face one time, and there was an intern in there too. So it was a doctor and the intern ganging up on me Yeah, basically they stopped just short of telling me I would be a bad mother if I didn't get my kids the flu shot that year. And I was not happy. I did not go back to that doctor's office. Switch doctors. Because it's like, you know what? It's my decision.
Exactly. A lot of people don't really, they don't think that far.
No, it's not. Trust no one.
What?
Trust no one says dorkism is caused by vaccine. No.
Oh, no.
An affliction that you're born with.
For I've come to believe that dorkism is you're subject of your peers. Your peers banish you to dorkism. Nobody wakes up in the morning and thinks, well, I'm just going to be the best dork I can be.
Right.
No, what happens is you do something that everybody else can do easily, and you fumble it and make it look completely ridiculous. Then you get to be in the dorks. And we all do it with something. You know, we're not all perfect like Hans. I wish I was like Hans, pick the right guy in a two-man race. I mean, think about it. What were the odds? Never mind. I thought that was a giggle. So, where were we?
Yes.
And look to see when the government took over the compensation.
Right.
Well, Cowboy Tech, what year was that, really?
I don't know. It had to have been in the 90s or 80s. I have
no. It would have to go back to the turn of the 1900s because the government had started.
So.
Wait a minute. Let me finish before you say no.
Okay.
Wow, you really are replacing Mary today.
I am. Someone's got to do it.
Okay. Well, what I was trying to say is before the Federal Reserve Bank came in, they had debt.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but they hadn't had World War I yet, so there were still Civil War problems. And I think all this personal debt thing started after the 1910s, where it got big enough to where it needed to be managed.
Right. Well, the central bank was created in 1913.
Right, but electricity wasn't available to us until about that same period of time. So, when things change, they get their little toe in the fucking door with electricity. And then 100 years later, we're their fucking slaves.
Yeah. For
their fucking shitty second-grade electricity. It's not even the good electricity. It's crappy second-best electricity. Ask Larry Woods. He'll tell you. Uncle Larry taught me a few little things about frequencies. And, it's just like anything else. Somebody wrote a book, and you read that book. And either you do something physically to prove that book's true, or you just believe what you read. And then there's this other thing where common sense kind of comes in when you read something and it makes sense to you for no particular reason.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Like you're real good with trivia, real fast with stuff that like boom, 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 boom. And then other things, you take your time and you think them through.
Right.
Right, but there's no explaining to somebody else why you're good at something. You just are. And I don't know, everybody's got their little thing that they do the best at. It's kind of interesting to me right now. I don't know why I went off on a tangent, but...
that happened.
No, he said dorkism is caused by vaccines.
Well, it isn't. He was just pulling our chain.
But... maybe he's not. Maybe we got inoculated by something and we just don't know it.
You don't know.
It makes you like Rain Man,
They
county cards.
Some amount of babies or whatever, and some of the vaccines they have dork in there.
Well, there is something to be said about being in part of the crowd thing, because I remember as far back in school as about 10 years old, and at that point, I was the kid running the projector in the cafeteria when they showed films, and
yep. What do you call that?
A dork.
They called that
running
AV
the projector
or something. AV group or something.
No. They'd have the whole school. They'd have the whole school gather in one big auditorium.
Yeah.
For a film, and I was the kid that ran the projection.
Because you were like the audiovisual person.
No, I was like the smartest kid in the school that they could trust with the equipment and not pick it up. And I was 10 years old. Yeah, it was pretty impressive at the time. But I realized, though, school wasn't for me at a real young age. And I leaned away from it. The next year, I didn't get involved in anything they did anymore. Just started to become a bad kid at about 11.
Okay.
I don't know. Hey. Well, talking to you, I've not lived a traditional sort of life, let's say. You know, Hal put it like this: I've lived on what Hal Anthony calls outside the law. You know, instead of breaking the law, I never played in it, so there's no paper trail for them to do anything to me for. Yeah, I just managed to always fall into something. Or be related to the right people at the right time. And that's just the kind of explanation there is for, how things went for me. Because most people don't start in LA and end up in Denmark. It's kind of a weird, the whole thing all put in one, one thing.
It's not unheard of, though. I mean.
No, but the way that I did it, not a lot of people. In the 80s, I used to live in New Jersey and LA. By hitchhiking back and forth every 2 weeks to the other state. So, yeah, I had friends in Atlantic City I like to hang out with. Then I had friends in L.A. I like to hang out with. So every 2 weeks I'd go to the other state. However long it would take about 3 days to 7 to hitchhike from one side to the other back in those days. And now you couldn't get there if you. Well, I guess the police would get you for something.
I know.
There's laws against feeding the homeless, so I'm sure there's laws against picking people up now.
There's laws just about almost everything.
Well,
I mean, some of this stuff's so stupid that it shouldn't even be a thing. And they've made it a thing, and now it's like, really? You've got to be fucking kidding me. You can't feed a homeless person.
Yeah.
What? I'm sorry, but if I see a fucking homeless person out here and I can feed them, I'm going to fucking do it. I don't give a fuck.
I know. How do you turn... How does somebody turn down a hungry person? I don't understand that either. My wife don't understand it. I mean, I don't know. Most of the people I've ever encountered, we never turned somebody away because they were hungry. That would have been stupid.
Yeah, most of the people I see, though, that are homeless in my town, I don't know where they get their food. I know that there's some shelters or whatever, some places they can go for a meal, but the one lady that I approached, she didn't want nothing to do with help. She totally turned me away, told me to get the fuck away from her.
Wow.
So, some people,
they
don't, you can't help them.
Wow. Just mental out there in the street with no aim?
I feel really bad for people that... Some people choose to live like that. I have a friend
I know.
that has made the decision to live like that purposely.
Yeah.
Some people, they are in that situation not purposely, obviously. It's a tough gig, especially in Wisconsin, to be homeless. I mean, it's freaking cold up here. It's cold here. And it's got to be rough.
Well, Cirque says to me back when we first got together, she didn't really know a whole much about America. And,
America? Fuck yeah.
Well, I mean, outside of what they tell her in Danish, I mean, she never lived there and been there, so and had hands on like me. So she said, "Well, they got all those empty buildings. Why don't they squat them?" And she's never seen American. Well, yeah, but she's never seen American police, and when they catch you, it's not worth the trouble. I mean, I wouldn't think so now. Back in the day, it was a whole different world, but now we're in 2017, and I hear it's going to get worse before it gets better, but I don't know what that means.
That's always the case, though.
Well.
And I don't see anything getting better right now. I'll tell you the truth. I do not see anything getting better.
Why not?
Because it's just the same old, same old. Their agenda has not changed. Nothing has changed as far as that goes. The players, they've put different players in position there.
Mm-hmm.
But the agenda, the storyline has never changed.
Well, I know that.
So it's more of the same old, same old. You know, that's why I laugh when people bicker. Oh, I'm a Republican. Oh, it's such a waste of time to bicker over the differences in your political leaning. Yeah. Because in the end, you're wasting your time because you're bickering about the wrong freaking thing.
Mm.
You know, the discussion shouldn't be Democrat versus Republican. The discussion should be, what the fuck are we going to do about this oppressive fucking motherfucking government? The players never change. The agenda never changes.
Do you personally know people that don't find it to be oppressive?
Yes. I know people that love government, that think you have to have it. The more, the better. And that's not the answer either.
No.
You can't regulate the shit out of everything. And that's what government wants to do.
Right. Well,
they're there to tell you what to do, how to live, what to buy, what to eat, what to do with your life. Get this shot, eat this, drink this, it's fine. No, it's not. You have to make your own decisions. You cannot go do what government tells you to do. You would be stupid to do that.
Wow. Well, that's just kind of sad, but I agree. But it's just kind of sad to hear it from somebody else. It's different than when I'm saying it.
That's everywhere. That's
yeah. Fuck yeah. I stay as far away from the game as I can get.
So do I, but I still have to play it. But yet, I decide for myself. I decide, no, I'm not getting flu shots for myself and my family. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not getting a mammogram for myself because I don't believe in I don't believe that's the way to go for me. I don't think that blasting radiation into soft tissue
any
answer.
Any living tissue,
okay? I don't want it. So,
but it only damages the bad tissue.
My body. Why would I blast radiation in that part of my body?
Shits and giggles?
Yeah. No, I'm not. It's not happening.
It's the new high. Everybody's doing it. It's FDA fucking approved.
That's the problem. You know what I call the FDA? I'm like hell in that way. Like, I like to make up names for their acronyms or whatever. Like the FDA. Federal Death Agency.
Ouch.
Well, Environmental Pollution Agency.
They're playing with the legality again of the weed and what they gets federal. Okay, when I lived in America, the state trumped the Fed. The Fed could say whatever they liked, but the state had final say. And now it seems like the population thinks that the state has to do whatever the Fed tells it, like a little child.
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
I'm not sure when that all occurred.
Oh. Okay, so you're familiar with my side of the story then.
What?
When people pretty much decided for themselves what they would and wouldn't do, and then about 40 years ago it started to change, and now look at it.
Yeah, it's a mess, dude.
Right, but like you said earlier, you know people that support this thing, and they'd want more if they could get it.
Because they know nothing else, because it's been forced down our throats. I can't really blame them, because I get it. I get how they are the way they are. I understand it, and that's why I usually cannot talk to certain people about politics, because they just don't get me, dude. They're just not there yet. They're still stuck in that old mindset, you know. And it's just like, you guys, it's so hard, you know, because once someone has their mind made up, it's very hard to convince them otherwise.
Right, and these are things that shouldn't need to be argued. They should only you should only need to see them, and common sense would dictate you're looking at blah blah blah, and you make the right choice. But what I see is people all looking at the same thing and coming up with 90% of the time the wrong answer.
Well, the part of the problem is, to me, they give us the illusion of choice with the difference. Oh, you have a choice because you can either pick the Republicans or the Democrats. So there's your choice right there. It's like, really? That's the only choices I got? Okay. But then you got all these people arguing amongst each other over the differences in the issues between how a Republican thinks and how a Democrat thinks, or whatever the hell.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what keeps us all. That's what keeps a lot of the people distracted. It's basically a non-issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's picking colors. Yeah.
And
I want the walls.
Yeah.
I want the walls blue. I want the walls red. Well, wait a minute. Now you got to argue about all the reasons you're going to be more right about your choice to the other guy, and it's no more important than what fucking color do you want the room painted.
Right.
But these people around us, for some reason, take it so serious that it becomes serious. I mean, well, look at all that scam with the smart meters. I mean, it just as one little example. You know, that wasn't all that long ago. Just more of the data collection, overcharging for inferior electricity.
Yeah, it's just a scam. I mean, at the end of the day, the government's still going to be there. You're still they're still going to be doing shit to you that you don't like. They're still going to be stealing from you, making you think, be in fear of them. That's what my point is. At the end of the day, you could argue for hours. The Republicans and Democrats could battle it with each other, but at the end of the day, the thing's still going to be there. Yeah,
and the fight is just between you and your neighbor, and nothing gets fixed.
Exactly.
Isn't that sweet? Yeah. Well,
Grim wants the walls to be psychedelic.
Hey,
I
there
like
you go.
That works for me too. I mean,
but Grimner, there are people out in the world that think they have the right to dictate your business, right down to the point of what fucking colors you paint walls. What? Get a job somewhere. Hey, I want to paint this wall purple. The fuck you are. We're painting this room white. Hey, I don't feel like painting white today. I want to paint purple. You're fired. Well, there you go. So you're always a slave to somebody doing something you don't want to do.
Right?
Well, yeah, that's why I refer to it. We're all fucking slaves. I did my thing differently is all. I stayed off the paperwork.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, I got drug aside in my early 20s in a bar, and guys started to tell me this shit. And I thought, you're out of your fucking mind. And then I had a couple more drinks, and then I talked to him some more. And as the months went on, I started to really give it some thought. And I was old enough at that time, I think, to make a decision like that. And go, wow, maybe beating on people isn't as fucking fun as I think it is. You know, because I'm small. And
something. I'll be right back.
Oh, good. Hey, she had to go. This is a dork moment where Moose has to take care of that little dog because, as we all know, as animal lovers, especially Circle and Hannibal, Hannibal the cannibal, Cirque's probably out walking Hannibal right now while I'm talking about her on the radio program.
I just had
I was
for a second.
Bullshit. Yeah, I was. See all the dog and cat lovers on the RLM NooN.
I know. We got furry babies. We gotta take care of them.
Well, and there's also a small percentage. I can live with or without the pet. I still like pets. Right. I've lost a lot. I've outlived a lot of my pets. So
they bring joy to your life.
Right. But over the years, I've acquired the ability to live with them or without them. I'm comfortable either way. Got the dog, good. You don't got the dog, good.
I like dogs. I just like having one in my life. I don't know.
Yeah, well, there's a neighborhood full of them, too. So every time I walk out the door, there's dogs everywhere. So
but you do have a dog, right?
Yeah, but that was more
Hannibal?
says, yeah, Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, nice.
It's a female. So yeah, okay. I told her I want to get a female and name her Hannibal.
What kind of dog is it?
I don't know.
Like a mix?
Hey, Cirque, are you there? Type what kind of dog? Yeah, I forget all that kind of crap. But yeah, she come home with Hannah about 2 years ago, and she's just a really amped up, you can't leave her alone by herself kind of dog.
Cool.
And it weighs about, I don't know, 15, 20 pounds. She's not very...
so a little one.
Yeah, a little medium. On the
I have a Jack Russell that's overweight that weighs 15 pounds. So
she's all face, so she's got a jaw like a vice.
Is she like a pit bull kind of breed?
Well, no, she's got a longer snout. She's more like a beagle mix or something.
Oh, okay.
But she's so mixed. She's kind of funny looking. She's got wire hair here and straight hair on the end of her tail. She's kind of
mixed breed dogs live longer than purebred dogs.
Really? Oh yeah, because you don't. Yeah, Uncle Will's work is getting kind of weak.
Smaller dogs live longer than bigger dogs.
They should.
Well, they
Less
do.
work out on the heart. Yeah. It's like people.
Right. Kind of.
And being small, I get to breathe all that good air down here first.
My dog is so funny.
Really...
Yeah. My dog is so funny because he'll sit on the couch and look out the front window. So he can see me driving down the street when I'm coming home from work.
Yeah.
And it's just the coolest thing to have someone that cares about you enough that they're watching out the window for you to appear. It's just like sweet,
Yeah, and animals can't fake it too.
No, they can't. No. And then if he asks you to let him out or whatever, how they ask you, he whines or whatever, and then I'll be following him to the door, and he's got these huge ears, these pointy ears, but he puts them. He'll like have one up facing forward, and then he'll have one bent down bent down so he can hear what's going on behind him. Hear that I am walking behind him and to do what he wants me to do. Right? I mean, they're just so funny.
Yeah, Cirque's like that with the dog.
No, seriously, our dog. We've said this for a while. It's kind of like a joke, but he thinks he's human.
What's his name?
Marty.
Marty. Oh,
yeah, Marty.
McFly. I'm talking. McFly.
Marty. That's what we call him.
All right. Marty.
He's just smart for his own dang good, but he's funny as shit, dude. Yeah,
and he doesn't run off, and he wants to be.
Well, he would run off and take after rabbits or whatever, but we.
Yeah.
We don't let him.
No, but one of those. Okay, they got that instinct thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Been there with Hannah a few times. She's a digger too.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad we're on this side of the planet, so she don't dig down to China.
Yeah. Right.
Because I used to live kind of opposite China on the map, and now I live like next to it. Probably see it out my back door. I heard there's a nuclear meltdown in Norway started in October, but
what?
I don't. Yeah. Well, it's an old rumor, but I got a friend Cirque's introduced me to people, so I shouldn't. I don't know. I know people now. Ooh, they're friendly with me.
Okay.
But who would have a better contact with people in Norway to check it out? And we asked the other day. And we are now waiting on a report. What?
Here you go, Flash.
What's this?
Story for you.
Oh, a story for me. Oh.
Okay, this is from my local news website, WEAU.
Okay.
It's a state story. Madison School District officials, Madison's the capital of the state, Wisconsin.
Been there.
Madison School District officials say drinking fountains at 6 schools have lead levels higher than the national standard. District Facilities Manager Chad Weiss tells the Wisconsin State Journal the district tested drinking fountains at East High School, Blackhawk, and Sherman Middle Schools, and Gompers, Lapham, and Lowell Elementary Schools. All of the schools had at least one fountain with lead levels higher than the national standard of 15 parts per billion. Then it goes on to say that the USDC, Centers for Disease Control, say there's no safe lead level for children. Even small amounts in the bloodstream can cause slow growth and irreversible brain damage. Yay! So that's a good thing. Not.
What's not? That they're getting the lead, or that
water? No.
People don't know?
Well, that's the other part. It's like, okay, they tell you the story. They don't tell you anything else. They just say, this happened.
Oh, okay. How did the lead get in the water in the first place?
They started testing the fountains because after receiving questions from staff and parents, he said lead testing isn't mandatory. So they decided to do this, and now look what they found.
Isn't mandatory. Wow. I feel so much better now.
Right.
Oh, well. I think I'll be all right.
So this isn't good. This is terrible.
Yeah.
You send your kid, out the door to this other building over there, and even at your house, the water is probably not good either, It's just you can't win.
No, but you can either learn. There's ways around all this crap. It costs money.
Right.
Yeah. That's all built into this disposable society, and a lot of folk out there in radio land that still think that, they're making mistakes and things are going wrong. No, they're doing things exactly the way they're supposed to be done. Yes. And they're getting the exact fucking results that they want from it. Yep. And they have all of us arguing amongst each other about which one of those idiots is right when not one of them is right. They're all wrong. They're all working against you. Not one of them gives a fuck about you. But you are so caught up in this illusion you believe it's true because, not believing it's true would be kind of harsh. What would you think if you didn't have a government to cover your back? Who would you go to in times of trouble? I know who I'd go to. You know who I'd go to? I'd go to Joe Pesci. Joe Pesci gets shit done. He'd get his fucking baseball bat and go, what's up? Well, come on, let's go.
He's
Show me
an
the
old
200.
man now.
So what? So am I.
He's an old man.
He'd come out with his toothpick, stick it in your eye. Come here, son. Let me tell you a secret. Come here a little closer. I got a hard time talking. And then just when you get stick you right in the fucking eyeball with a toothpick or something. So, I don't want to fight Joe Pesci. Like you, I'd rather be on the side that Joe is on than against.
Right,
And it's not so much the fear thing. It's I like being around people that are right about something.
Right.
If I don't agree with you, that doesn't mean you're wrong. That just means I don't agree with you. And if I agree with you, I tend to think, hey, they're right. See how that works? That fits my mold. I think I like it. Well, we all got what do you call it? We all got a mold to fill. Yeah. You have your expectations of
we do.
Of people. Well, sure. Where do they come from? I always wondered about that.
What? Who?
My expectations of other people were molded over, 50-odd years of living. Right, but where do they start? How does that shit even happen where you start liking things? Yeah. Hey, I think I'll marry her someday. It's just called
personality.
I don't know. I don't have a personality. Could I borrow yours?
Everyone does. No, everyone does have a personality.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
Prove it.
What do you mean, prove it? That's the differences in people. That's just the way it is.
I get a blast out of the differences in people. In fact,
yeah,
I was telling Mary about the haircut kid last week, and it's the differences in people that draw my attention, not the similarities. The similarity, I just nod, yeah, okay, you're one of us, but the kid that's got half his head shaved and half of it grown out and part of that dyed purple. Me, I get a kick out of looking at that shit. It's like, whoa, who was expecting to see that today?
Right. I mean, it's just hair, it's just color, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, but I got drunk in Bangkok and fucked a peacock one night, and that could be my kid. That could have been my kid, for crying out loud.
I gotta go get more coffee, dudes. You're gonna have
I would. If I had some coffee, I'd be...
Okay, I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna sweet talk my wife into getting some coffee and go, hey, Dork Table, if you guys have ever had well, how's she do this? She cooks the coffee in this little cooker on the stove, right? It's ground coffee, and you got to scoop it into this thing and pack it down and then put water in it or something. Anyway, then while that's cooking, she gets milk, and she takes that and she heats that up in the microwave oven thing. And then after the milk's hot, she puts the coffee into the milk, right?
Okay, I'm back.
Wait a minute, I am not done yet.
No, I know. Then, I'm just letting you know.
Oh, yeah. But then she takes this whipper thing and she fluffs up. It's all big old faggy, frothy, gay, damn, like a latte, right?
Yeah.
She serves that to me in a glass, and it's like... You
are spoiled, dude.
I know. Are you kidding? I go out in public and try to get a cup of coffee, and I go, yuck. Are you... Be gone, heathen scum. Get this swill away from me. Sir, I tell her she's ruined my coffee drinking times in public forever.
Well,
yep.
No.
It's all her fault.
It happens.
I know. I bet if I got the right lawyer, too, I could sue her and make a fortune.
Like you're going to do that.
Yeah, she's ruined my...
Oh, you're not going to do that.
No, are you fucking kidding me? See, it's like Hal Anthony. I understand what Hal Anthony's got to say.
Yes.
And he makes good sense. And if I was of the mind to fight the beast, those are the grounds I would want to do it on. But I don't. So it's...
Exactly.
But Hal doesn't give us a lot of room. He calls us crickets. And I understand his side. I really do. I hate to... I don't know. It's not... Everybody's not cut out to do this, like you and me about my Denmark thing. We're not all cut... Cirque made it more clear to me about why. By using herself. Because I'm not empathetic. You know that, right? I'm like a guy, you know. I'm not real girly. Well, yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, men in general just don't spend a lot of fucking time thinking about life in a girl's perspective, you know. And if they do, they're usually Democrats.
Oh God.
I said that for Hans Christian Andersen out there. Anyway, but you know, women tend to be like Cirque in that category of women. She's very sensitive to shit. So she has a more girly way of making something simple to me so I can understand what the hell I was listening to. Because I hear things in my mind, the way I grew up and the way I lived. And sometimes what the person talking is saying is almost in a different language because I never did what they're talking about. I'm only hearing a story and I got nothing to compare it to. You know? So I'm not aware of certain ideas until they're simplified and explained for me by my nice little Danish wife. Go figure.
Yeah.
Well, being a guy, I mean, we got and
it's not just a guy. No, you can't.
I know.
It's not that black and white.
I have the attention.
It is not.
I have the attention span of a newt. I know that. But I like saying it's because I'm a guy more.
It's not. Yeah, you can say that. But, you know, have fun with that.
I do, Moose. Hey,
good.
90% of talking is bullshit, and about 10% of it and about 10% of it is worth knowing. And the problem is in English is so ambiguous that you got to sift through it forever to figure out what 10%.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I
Now
know.
you've got one of those memories for details, though. See, and you can type, fucker. Oy.
Yes,
But if I
can.
could type, I'd whip your ass. But you know what? Nah. When I'm even got the question,
I'm a fast reader too, so that helps.
now I can read it. I can't type it, and I can do it high, but I can't type. I can't even type when I'm not high. Doesn't matter. I've tried. It's like language. It's just letters, blah. Circles and lines. Oh man, all my life been surrounded by these things. Circles and lines on paper. You know.
Yeah.
So what I got to say, this I learned this idea from Hal Anthony. All the good words in your life will lead you to contract. There you go.
Possibly. Yep. I mean,
sure. All the good things in life have a contract too.
There is such a thing as being too literal. Have you ever heard that?
Because all the good things in life have a contract.
I get it.
But sometimes it's a verbal contract.
But at the same time, there's too much abstract. You can't make things a black and white issue. You just cannot do it.
I know.
So
they're hard to identify.
It doesn't apply to everything in life.
Well, nothing applies to everything in life. That's to everything.
What I'm saying.
But it's a fun word to throw around.
Sure.
I'm going to throw everything at you, man. Sir, get Flash some coffee. I even have the RLM written on my team.
You do?
Oh, she said, oh, yes, baby, I'll get you some coffee. Thank you, everybody at RLM.
You're so lucky, Flash.
I know. Well, just because I don't brag about what a wonderful guy I am doesn't mean that I'm the only lucky one here.
Right.
Not that I'm not, because, but, Cirque is not a typical, ordinary, the mill kind of gal.
That's good. That's a good thing.
It's a very rare thing to run into somebody that's in the system that knows what the system really is.
Yeah.
Like you know, and it's like, wow. And I get the same stuff from her. I hear you talk about people you might speak to, and you just got to not. Here's one for you. She tells me yesterday or the day before, she comes home from work with a story about one of her coworkers and her. And the topic was those women that marry guys 20 years older than them.
Oh, God.
And this guy's telling her all, you know, what he thinks. And then she says, and then I tell him, yeah, I'm one of those women. And then he says, well, I don't mean like you.
Oh, jeez.
Digging the hole even. Well, people have ideas. That's what the whole point is no matter where you live, no matter what job you have and all that education, and we're all the same. we all got some form of the prejudice that we see in our way that rubs somebody else raw. You know, you're not going to agree with everybody. This is the point. You know? But it's funny that she runs into somebody that's trying to explain to her, you know, his view, what she's in, and then when he runs over his tongue, she says, you know, then the apologies started coming. It's like, and I'm sitting here listening to it, thinking, wow, well, okay, to each his own. You know,
okay, so you're saying there's a 20-year age gap between you and her?
18. Yeah, she's
18?
a year older than my youngest daughter.
Oh, wow. Okay.
My oldest daughter, not my youngest.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I mean. There's lots of shit. Me and Mary have chatted, and there's some stuff that, I don't know. I've just never found a reason to talk about it, or it didn't interest me at the time.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not saying it matters because it doesn't at all. But
her age?
Yeah, your age or her age does not matter.
It's all subjective, and it makes a difference depending on how you've been raised with numbers and how people have treated you and how you treat others. It goes on and on and on. But in the end, what all I was trying to say is that even where people don't even speak the same fucking language, we have the same basic ideas, same prejudices, the same. You know? Yeah, see, like in Boston, it's niggers and Mexicans, but in Denmark, it's Americans and the English. What?
Wow.
What?
What?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
There that have a very unpleasant opinion about America. Fine,
That's fine. I don't have a pleasant opinion of America. I live here, so.
Yeah, but their problems are so far from the stuff that you read about.
No. Every country, everywhere has problems.
Well, it's basically because of the war shit. It's got nothing to do with me or,
right.
people. It's the government. They're not real pleased with America right now over all that.
No one is.
Oh, my dog just came in to play. Hey, you.
Oh, Hannibal.
Yeah. There she goes.
Hey,
She's
baby.
all crazy. I got you on headphones so she can't hear you.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
We have a window that faces the front street.
Right, okay. Yep.
So our back of the house is on the main street, and the front of the house is in the backyard. Where the back. Okay. The houses here were built before the roads were finished or something. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's got a window ledge, and the dog has grown so big that she can jump using the furniture, get into the windowsill, and sit in there. She watches.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, she just, like you were saying about Marty, she sits there and watches and waits for Cirque to come home or me from where I brought on. Yeah.
Isn't that cool though?
When did dogs? But they've evolved into looking. They used to just listen.
They care about you so much that because you're everything to them. Their family is everything to them. A dog.
Yeah, well, Cirque's tried to. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm not that simple-minded, so.
Dogs are pack animals, and their family, the people that they live with, that is their pack.
Oh yeah, I've watched the dominant
and
side.
My dog, he's funny because we'll leave like in the evening and it's still like light outside, And he gets worried if it gets dark out and we're not home yet.
Really?
Because he thinks he's going to be left. He thinks he's going to be left alone overnight.
Yeah. Wow.
And so he's always super happy when we come home when that occurs because he's like, oh, good. They didn't leave me overnight myself. You know what I mean? It's just so funny.
Yeah. I know what you mean. But there you go.
Dogs are awesome. I mean,
cats and dogs and neighbors.
I like cats too.
You got one?
No cats.
Lucky. Well,
they're fine.
When we got this house, the woman that lived in it, the woman that lived in it had the cat that lives here now.
Right.
And they took the cat with them to the new place.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
And they asked us if we just let the cat stay, and we said, sure, why not?
That's
what
cool.
you gonna do? I know, but Cirque and me are just such big saps about animals.
Yeah.
Helping people, or I don't know.
Right.
The tough shit.
I've many a stray dog in my life.
I haven't. I'm not.
I have. Oh God, I'm a sucker for that.
There's a lot of the behavior here. People in the country. It's country light. We're close together, but still, it's not real crowded. So there's lots of animals, and everybody's got. We all seem to know whose dog belongs to who on the street.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
whose dog belongs to who.
Grim says halfway point.
We're halfway done here at the Dork Table for this day.
Are they talking about Iran? I've been waiting for...
I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about. All I know is, Hans, his main concern is the economy.
Yeah, why?
That's the most important thing.
Yeah, why?
Money.
What? Oh, who
Right?
cares? The economy.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, okay.
Mm.
I mean, I get it. If you're an establishment dude, of course your main concern is going to be the economy.
Right.
You know. I get it.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. I think it's all a big fucking royal scam run by a bunch of heartless pricks that don't give a fuck about you at all. They're waiting for you to kick so they can make money off your dead ass now. They'd been doing you through the bank for a while. Now you croak. Now they found another way to make more money off you. And if you think they got your back, well...
Right.
I don't even know what to say to people
and
anymore.
And war is profit, don't you know? So if you're... Let's see, how do I put this?
Gullible enough to believe
the
propaganda.
If your main concern is the economy, then you don't give a shit how many kids or innocent people are killed out there for the good of the economy. And I got a problem with that. So
yeah, for the good of the economy.
That's not my deal. I got a problem with that mentality.
Right.
I don't like that at all.
And yet there's a percentage of the public that's convinced that these things must be done for our good.
Right. I could live without money, without their dirty money in our system the way it is now. No, I could not live without it. I could live without money very easily if it wasn't a thing that I had to
because then you just barter and trade and whatever. Sure.
Right. Exactly.
Right. Well, yeah, well, this...
But their shady system that they got, their scam system that they got set up here, it's a joke.
Well, me and you know that.
I don't have enough of it. That's the other thing about money. I do not have enough of it.
No, I don't know.
All the utilities and everything like that goes up, but my wages don't go up as the other shit goes up. So it's a constant cycle. I can never save money.
Yeah.
Ever. No,
because
I don't know anything about saving any money because I live check to check.
And the greedy fucks want bigger dividends for their investment.
Right.
And who gets stuck with their fucking cutting them a fucking check is the collective.
And I guess it's my fault because I didn't go to one of their 4-year colleges and make to get one of their high-paying jobs. So that's my fault. That is on me. I have chosen this. I'm not blaming anybody.
No, but that's not how I take it.
I'm not blaming anybody.
You know the debt that goes along with college? That's just, it's another scam as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't make you any smarter than any fucking body else. And you're not going to...
You're the evil times, Hans.
You know what? I've never been...
That's not what people... When they talk about anarchy or whatever, or the government not being there anymore, it's not going to be like that. It could never be like that again because that time's already happened.
He's afraid. Yeah, let people live here. Oh, woo, woo, woo. I'm so scared.
I'm sorry, Flash.
No, you go right ahead. I was just making fun of it.
I interrupted.
I don't see gloom and doom, though, when the shit hits the fan, because I've been in real life emergencies, hurricane, earthquake, where you lose the power and there's no radio and there's no TV and there's no phones and it's just you in your neighborhood with your neighbors. And I'm telling you, when that actually takes place, people change and they get a little bit nicer to each other because they can't be assholes anymore. You don't have that, I'll just go down the bar thing. You're stuck.
I could easily have that, J-Dredd. I could quit my job. I could say, fuck you, and I could just not work. And then I would not be able to have pay my electric, or have my TV, or my internet. But I choose to play the game. That's why I have a full-time job that I work at 5 days a week, 40 hours a week or more. So... yeah, but I could not do that, and then what? I would have no money. but I have to do my slave job to get my fucking pay. That's what I work for. That's all I'm working for is to pay bills and buy food. And I can buy clothes sometimes for my kids.
See, and part of me just sees all that making money off the necessities of life is wrong. You know?
It's just, it is what it is.
I realize it is what it is, but it's just the greed behind all the people doing what they do is so wrong. And the average Joe doesn't know just how deeply wrong what they do truly is.
If I was just a low-life motherfucking, not working person and sitting here on the internet every fucking day, then you might have the reason, you know, more to judge me on. But I work every freaking day.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here living off the fucking government, you know. So,
wow.
think what you want of me.
I don't have anything against anybody that does sit around off the government. I think the government does enough of it. They should spread the wealth. It's a fucking thieves game, and every thief that wants to play should play.
Well, I have
Bitching about them isn't going to change any of that. They designed this thing to do what it does, and it works. Complaining about it?
Sock puppet.
Before.
Okay. It used to be where people had to freaking do for themselves. They had to grow their own food. They had to make their own clothes. They had to make their own, like, milk, you know, get their own milk. They had to do all that stuff. So the money, it wasn't about the money. It's about living, survival. So if there was no money, it would not kill off a person's effort because people still have to survive. And to survive, you can't just sit there and do nothing. You have to actually go out and do what you got to do to survive.
Okay.
Right?
I did. Sure. Why not? Just you got to realize something at an early age to make this all work for your benefit is your signature is your freaking wealth in life. Don't use it unless you absolutely understand what you're putting it on.
Right.
Because when you sign documents, you're actually giving other people power over your own stuff. The shit you think you own, you just signed it away with your signature, and you didn't even know it.
Right. I really don't own anything. I mean.
Right. Me and you, of course, we've been through down this road before, but here's stupid Hans and his bullshit with, you know what, college fucking educated. I don't give a fuck if you got a master's or a PhD. If you don't know how to change the fucking toilet seat that you just broke with your fat ass, what are you going to fucking, where's your PhD going to help you?
Right.
You're going to be begging somebody to fix your broken fucking shitter. So take your education and put it in your pocket and jack off with it because that's what it's worth. It's nothing. It's a piece of fucking paper. It's worth fuck all. I had plenty of jobs where I told people what they wanted to know about an education I never took. But I knew how to do the job, and that's what was important. Where I went to school was just a door opener. And that was easy. Just learn how to read.
Right. I mean, there's okay. So
just like he's doing. Wait a minute. Just like he's doing. Who fucking knows who he is in the first place, let alone gives a shit.
Exactly.
But, you know, just because you type on a computer screen that you have an education doesn't mean a motherfucking thing to me.
Exactly.
I did the same fucking shit and got paid to do it. Whoop-de-fucking-do.
Yeah, no.
And then there was these poor assholes that really went to school that I hung out with that would say, man, I wish I had your brain. I could be doing so much better in school and you won't even go.
Wow.
Yeah. I struggle. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. I don't want to go. It's not my thing. I could get a job just telling people I had an education without having an education. What was the point of doing the education?
Right. I like what Grimner said. He's so good at doing nothing, he should get paid for that. No kidding, now, right? I agree.
I don't know. I don't. We just got all these fucked up values in life about, You know, people need food and water every day of their life. That's
Right.
just part of the fucking thing.
It's a fact, right?
And to judge a person by what they can afford to fucking eat is stupid.
Yeah, well, I told my kids the other day, you know, it sounds dumb right now, it was out of context, but it says you can't eat video games.
Nope.
You know, you can't eat oil, you can't drink oil, you know, and we got such this, I mean, I get it, the oil thing. All our cars run on it.
Yeah.
We have to have it for our
that's a
vehicles,
choice.
but if they could make cars differently.
They don't want to.
We could have, there are alternatives out there that they could be using and putting in place, but they don't do it.
Yeah, and
Car manufacturers don't do it.
And that's right, Sock. All you got to do is just do the right incantations, be born into the right name or the right family.
Right.
It's a big fucking scam, and I'm like Moose. I'm fucking sick and tired of these idiots and they're spouting their little diatribes on an internet site like it carries weight. Fuck you and your fucking education and your fucking pie hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said that. And you know what? Not only did I say it, but I mean it. And fuck intelligence, too. You know, life is a whole lot more fun when you let other people help you out of the shit you get yourself into.
Mm-hmm.
Because it takes the experience of somebody that's done the shit that you're doing or have done to help you survive it somehow.
You do need a form of education, Grim, but it's not necessarily the 4-year college, learn these specific things, you know, even like a 4-year college. No. Like, if you go to a 4-year college and you do just a general Bachelor of Arts degree or Bachelor of Science, or whatever the fuck, you gotta take all these freaking fluff classes that don't even apply to that. I mean, and I get it, it makes for a more well-rounded person, supposedly, but being able to read and write are important things to know how to do.
You know what, I'll tell you one thing that never secured work was going in and telling the guy, sure, I'll take the job, but I need 4 years to learn how to do it. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Right.
4 years to learn how to do it. What are you 5 years old, you stupid shit? See, and that's the way I see your education. It took you 4 fucking years to learn it? How stupid are you?
But that's what I'm saying is a lot of that college...
Then I went off.
All right, I'm taking you back live here.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, are we back now? We're back.
Yes.
We're back, Flash.
Okay.
So we're back on the air. Sorry, everyone. Technical difficulties.
Did you miss us in Off the Air Land?
I mean, it's the Dork Table, so any expensive thing. And anything that can go wrong probably will.
I know. What is that?
So, you know, let's just, we should know better than to call us ourselves the show the Dork Table.
No, actually, I still like the name the Dork Table.
Yeah, I like the name, but, you know, who knows what we're conjuring up by having that, you know.
Oh, yeah, incantations and chanting. It actually, all right, see, we're not taught to give it any value, right? And I've learned in my little 57-year plan here is that whatever they don't talk about is usually what you need to find out about. And what you do know and what they do push is a bunch of shit that you don't need.
Right.
Well, to be blunt and, you know, vague about it, I don't want to go into too many details and ruin the surprise for the listeners.
See, I don't even know where we really went off, like what we were talking about, like the last thing we said.
I was teasing about the NSA watching everybody.
Right,
that I
and that's
think
really
it's
what happened.
Shit, and then Grimm's computer locked up.
Froze up. Yeah, oh my God.
I don't know. I just can't see it. Even if they have all this information and blah, 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 they don't have is the manpower to do anything useful with the knowledge that they got.
I don't know what they fucking do. They wipe their asses with it or something. I don't know.
They call it science, dear.
Yeah, well.
I mean, look at all that.
They want.
Look at all that money they've spent going to the moon.
They can call it whatever they want.
What do you call it?
Yeah.
Now the verb's going to get a little racy on the old Dork Table, folks. We're going to send Moose into a tailspin.
No.
No. Okay. No tailspins for you, little missy.
All right, good.
And
This
so
is my day to, like, I don't have to work today, so it's like, fuck yeah.
What?
I get 2 days off a week from my slave job.
Yeah. And you said you were going to go on a local music festival?
I'm going to, coming up in June, yep.
Well, do tell.
Music Fest. See, okay, they have free showers there, right? But I live in the same town where this festival takes place, so it's like I would much rather go drive like 5 minutes to my house and take a shower than to take a shower, even though the showers there are free. There I'd probably have to stand in line, and it wouldn't be a bit of water, it wouldn't be as warm or whatever. It's like, why in the hell would you not just live in the same town that the festival is at?
Wow.
You go home to take a shower. It just makes sense.
I'll just wait for the video and not bother with any of it.
So I learned how to get in and out of this festival easily because a lot of the camping's in the woods, and they only can fit so many cars in there.
Yeah.
So if you want to be able to get in and out of the festival, you don't camp in the woods. You camp in the field. And this is how I've learned how to do this festival now. So I camp in the field so I can get in and out of the festival every day with my vehicle. So
do any of your friends, like at work or in the neighborhood, listen to you on the Dork Table?
Not on the Dork Table, no.
Okay, good, because if they do, you just gave them your big secret.
No, that's fine. I don't care. No, it's fine.
Competition.
It's not a big secret. It's
a
just
good
the way
spot
I do
in the field.
Camping in the field's the best, and you don't have to get. The other good thing about camping in the field is you don't have to worry about a tree falling on your vehicle or your tent. So
yeah, trees do tend to
there
do
is that. Because
like
last year trees fell, like 10 trees went down inside the campground last year. No one was hurt, thankfully.
Really?
The storm rolled through there. Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains why the trees fell. That was nice. Yes. Thank you for sharing that.
They didn't just fall on their own for no reason. No.
Yeah, I was wondering, were the trees pissed off over something? And then you went, a storm came through. Oh, that explains it. Because I read this magic book called The Hobbit.
Yes.
And in The Hobbit, the trees could talk.
I know. The trees are one of my favorite characters in those stories.
Yeah. In real life, science claims that trees communicate with each other.
No, I believe that.
Well, I think living things communicate with their own, no matter what living thing it is. That's part of the living thing. And the word thing, all the good words always end up in contract.
Oh, God.
Both verbal and written.
Oh, God. True.
Well, of course, I've got a good view of contract now in my life.
Okay.
So, yeah, well, you meet one honest person, it kind of tilts your scale a little bit. It was kind of sweet.
Yeah.
So.
Good.
Yeah, well, I got lied to before, by the way.
Oh, really? Yeah, it happens.
Yeah. They said, they go, until death do you part. You go, but you charge for murder, right, Judge? Is there any other way out of this? Is there any other way out? Admiralty court. I wonder what I'm going to do if I ever have to go face an admiralty court.
No, I try not to have to do it. There you go.
I was kind of considering letting him give me a lawyer and then peeing on his leg in front of the judge.
Not a good move.
That'd get me a mental.
Yeah, not a good move.
All the good drugs.
Yeah.
I'd probably get a good room in a state hospital somewhere. You know, shoot me up with all that high grade military whack that they bring in from Afghanistan.
Oh, God.
Yeah, put me in the ozone so I can't talk.
There you go.
Wow, hey, I might be onto something. Don't take this advice seriously.
It's not a life, trust me.
Well, come on, it's like I don't take much of life seriously, to be honest with you. Like 2 or 3 things, and the rest of it's all just an illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to stay on top of the one thing that I need to remember all the time is that whatever I'm seeing, the results of it are what I want them to be. Because I'm the one looking. So I see whatever I want to see. And if I'm not happy with it, I'm doing something wrong. There you go. I have spoken.
Okay, so yes, you have.
Well, it's kind of the same version of you and you're explaining your work. You do that by choice to do the things that you do. Well, there you go. You could have gone to school had you chose that route, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sure. The reason that me and you click when we do click is because we agree on these simple fucking ideas that explaining them doesn't matter. If you need to go into explanation, you're not going to listen to the fucking answer, so it's a waste of time. And I'm amazed that you bother to say as much as you do, but I agree with you. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's all a matter of how tight are the ties in your life. This is the way I interpreted what Cirque said. Because I've found it easy in my life to just say, later days, I'm going by. I don't want to be here anymore, wherever here was. I'm done with this when I go do something else. And she says, well, you couldn't do that with me. And I said, well, no, I married you. See, had to bring me around to, because I haven't been in a place where I wanted to, I wanted to stay at it. I was always looking for, hey, I wonder what's going on in that place. That's the way my mind's always worked. And now I don't give a fuck about any other place. Very strange, Moose. Yeah. Well, sir, I think her ego defines it as, well, I married her, and I don't know. I just feel comfortable, I guess. Whatever the hell comfortable is, that's what it is. And the coffee's good.
Good.
But I don't think any other place is any different than the one I'm in. The places and the people are all the same. I've changed. Yeah. Because I did the same things in the other places I lived as I do now. I just wasn't with Cirque. Right. That's the only thing that's different. Everything else is still the same. But the tie with the girl thing got a little different. So, lucky, I don't know. Maybe I'm her curse. Maybe I'm Cirque's punishment. No.
Maybe.
No, yeah, I knew you were going to say that. No, I don't think so. We do pretty good for.
You must have some redeeming qualities.
Yeah, but they're private.
Or she'd kick you to the curb. So.
Oh, we would have never got to. We met. Did you ever hear?
Yes.
There you
tell
go.
The story just about every week on the Dork Table.
No, I do not.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Ask Grammy.
I've listened to the.
Ask GrammyMary. Ask her.
No,
She'll probably agree with me.
Maybe often because it's like the poil in my oyster.
It's an awesome thing for you, It for some of us because we're single and we're like, okay, great, happy for you.
Well,
It's
no, I don't know.
For you.
That's what I mean is I don't have that empathy thing.
See,
I gotta really think about it.
You don't have to.
Nah, I'm too selfish to be concerned about it, I think. I don't know. I can't really be sure. I have my suspicion. I think, you know what? I know somebody that would know. My mommy. My poor mom. She likes things just the way they are. I'm all right. She's all right.
Okay, so now I'm going to address something. Okay, one of Taco's saying, explain the social contract. I didn't sign it, but I'm bound to the contract.
Oh, verbal contract. It's a matter of your own personal code of honor. You tell somebody they'll do something.
I don't know exactly what he's talking about.
So I do social contract.
It's like the social security, like the birth certificate thing.
No.
When you're first born.
I took it different.
Have a choice in that matter. It was done for us.
No, I took it differently.
It was given to us at that time, and we had no choice in the matter.
and I took it the personal way where you have a contract in your mind with life. You know, I'm not going to do any harm. It's an unspoken thing. I don't want to contribute.
I don't think that's
crap.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, either do I, but I went that way.
Yeah.
Well, and you're so argumentative. I like that.
I know.
He's talking about like the Constitution. You're supposed to agree with and adhere to the Constitution because
fuck Constitution.
That's what he's talking about.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
I want no part of that bullshit. Some
you don't
guys.
live in this country, so it's not the same.
You know what? They got rules here too, and I'm telling you.
Okay.
I don't want no part of their fucking Constitution Nobody has any fucking thing to tell me that's going to ever convince me that a bunch of dead guys decided what my rights were going to be. Fuck you. And the horse you rode in.
Yeah, the issue I have with the Constitution is no one adheres to it's not adhered to by the frickin' people that supposedly are supposed to adhere to it. Like, what?
I know.
What? This is what it is. It's do as we say, not as we do. It's like, no, buddy, no, I don't think so.
See, because that comes from having kids. See, you've learned.
Right.
Because there's some things you got to tell your kids not to do it because you did it and you know how it ends.
Yeah.
No, stupid, trust me, don't do that. There you go.
Those contracts don't work that way, right? So it's really, they call it, I guess you could call it a contract, but none of us signed it, you know.
Doesn't matter. See, there's implied consent in as a legal stand. The government uses the fact that you don't say no as a reason to imply that you're saying yes. Because you didn't speak means, oh, okay, fuck me in the ass if you want to. I don't mind. Just don't let my little Johnny watch. He's so sensitive. You might scar him, and he won't know what toilet to use as a grown-up. People are so concerned about all the wrong shit. Just
God,
insane.
I know.
Yeah. What toilet you use? Hey, we're running on inferior fucking
You gotta
form.
go. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but we're running on inferior forms of fuel.
It's just ridiculous.
No, it's not ridiculous.
Yes,
this
it is.
This is exactly what is supposed to happen.
No, I mean,
Sure.
I guess, but why? It's a non-argument.
Because it's profitable.
Yeah.
And it never ends.
Somewhat.
Living in this frequency at these wavelengths, we are in perpetual debt. We are constantly fighting amongst ourselves, and nothing changes for the better, ever. It only gets worse. But there's got to be an end to how much worse can it get? You know, how far are they going to push the society at large before people finally go, oh, no,
I don't know, man.
I can't believe they've put up with what they've put up with.
I was there a long fucking time ago, so I don't know what other people.
Oh, yeah. I realize that, and I just don't, for the world, I do not understand how this continues, but yet it does. And then I read the text.
Because, it comes down to what I was talking about. This is part of it. Like Grim says.
Yeah.
The concept you were born in the boundaries of the USA, therefore you are bound to their shit.
Yeah.
Because
legally I am.
It's on you. When you are born, they create that document and they give you that number. Right there, they get you at fucking birth.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a baby has no control over that.
No, but you're informed on by your mother, so there you go.
Well, your parents.
It says informant on the form.
The government forces that on you, though.
Right, but I have a copy downstairs. I have yet to open.
Even if you have your kid in your house, you have to fill out these documents. The only way to do it is to have a kid and not let anybody else know about it.
Wow.
But good luck with that. Because people are going to see you with this kid, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The only way that you can get out of it is to not do the paperwork, but you're breaking the law. They'll tell you you're breaking the law by doing that.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I'm aware. Just still to this day, it just knocks me on my ass that people can claim that they're so intelligent and they're so knowledgeable, and then they go, "Yeah, I'm going to vote for so and so." Well, yank. Well, you yank that chain, and it turned out. What?
The fact that they're voting and the fact that they think that their vote makes a difference, that it's going to change something, that's the problem.
Yeah, I agree with that. But okay, so
okay, this is what
would answer it.
It's a mind fuck. Okay,
yeah, I know that.
Total mind fuck.
What would be an alternative to somebody that wants to? You can't deal with those people. They're in love with authority.
You just don't fucking deal with them. Period. It sucks, but
they're everywhere. I'm surrounded.
Right.
I mean, there's Trump lovers that live on the street I'm on.
They're great. Why would they even fucking care?
Well, because
they live in Denmark.
They're
the
in
fuck
that.
Do they care?
American money
is like Americans and the royals. It's just curiosity.
American money and royal money is huge in this country. It's got a lot of pull. And just like America, they have their TV crew, that watches for the new trends and the fashionable this and the best deals on that. It's part of our modern-day electric society, though. It doesn't matter what language you speak. That's why I've not given the language any consideration here since I showed up. I went, what the fuck's the point? People that want to get ahead in life are going to learn to speak English because it helps you in life. There you go. It's just the way things have been for so long. And they're not going to change to Farsi in the near future. That's just to keep the wars going. We live in fear. Fear of the Taliban just taking you over and making you into a Muslim.
No, I don't want to fucking go down that road. Fuck no, I don't feel like that. Dealing with that today.
It cracks me the fuck up. All right, want to go to the chat? Wanda Taco's got 2 paragraphs. You want to read it? It's a Frederick Douglass. Oh, okay. How about today is the 6th-year anniversary of Fuck You, Shima. Instant discuss that. Is all fucked. Okay.
Yeah, we're fucked. We got Fukushima.
What?
How so? 6 years it's been, huh, Grim? Great.
So have the fish got like a third eye?
I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fisherman, but
no.
I do feed my kids salmon occasionally, and occasionally I'll think, I wonder how good the salmon really is here,
Ouch. Where does it come from?
Some of it's from Alaska, which is from... Oh, here we go. Speaking of, a thing just came out, a story just was posted on my Facebook here, Fakey Book.
Salmon that cooks itself.
And here it goes, and this isn't good. Your days of eating Pacific Ocean fish are over, or worse. This is dated yesterday. When it comes to environmental disasters, the nuclear fallout at Fukushima has to be amongst the worst that has happened in the past few decades. This doesn't look. I mean, this isn't good, guys. I'm going to post the link in the chat room here, but this is not a good thing. Yeah, I got to be careful with that, man. I mean, some of it comes from the Atlantic. That's what I have to look for. I try to look for it. But is it really better from the Atlantic? I mean, I guess it probably is, but how do I know that?
Well, remember when 3 Mile Island was leaking back in 1978 in Pennsylvania? Okay. Well, whatever happened to all that radiation? What did that fuck up?
I don't know. You can't get rid of it.
There you go. See? One disaster after. They keep us so busy chasing disasters that I don't even know what disasters are anymore. I used to know.
The whole world's a fucking disaster.
But now I am confused. Well, I don't think my neighborhood's a disaster. By God.
Good. Here's the Grim
The sky's still blue?
if you want to know what happened exactly, there's a link that Grim just posted in the chat that explains the timeline and everything.
Yeah, if I open a link, I'm liable to blow myself to smithereens here.
Fish isn't good for you. I know that. I mean.
Really?
Yeah, I eat it sometimes, but not that often.
Well, aren't there like kind of machines you can buy to test your? No.
Oh, to test what?
To test your radiation in your food.
I don't know.
Well, you said no, so I thought you knew.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Okay, nerds out there in RLM, is there a machine that you can buy that's relatively affordable that you can point at food and say, hey, this stuff is radioactive? No. Why not?
I don't think so.
We're talking on Skype 6,000 miles apart. I'm sure there's a machine that can gauge nuclear radiation off a dead animal.
There might be, but you can't afford it.
Well, hey, I'll just go out and I'll skin a couple cats and save on the grocery bill, and I'll use that money.
Yeah,
joke.
It sucks.
Is that joke?
The fish have been pretty much just tainted.
Heavy metals have destroyed
it
cod.
Sucks.
I know that woman. No, Dork Bat. No, I don't. Wait a minute. Who's Dork Bat?
I don't know.
That's weird. Usually, they've destroyed cod. Is there anything in the world that hasn't been destroyed by one of these fucking governments?
Watch out, Flash. There's a Dork Bat in your room.
I know. Wow, I feel so special. I thought it was Cirque, and then I don't know. Maybe she's out with the dog, but the dog was up here romping around a little while ago. And then she brought me coffee. I don't know. I've lost my wife.
Yeah, so we have 10 minutes left.
Oh no, you
of the
poor
Dork
thing.
Table.
Oh, we didn't even do any
and
Dork
Table.
And
I think I don't know if anything's coming on after this, but I don't think so. So you gotta wait till like 4 for Kira.
Kira on the bridge.
Right, and then Bo Diddy, I think, will be spinning blues or something.
Probably.
Later. Yeah.
Yep.
And then tomorrow at noon, Grimmy with his blues in the morning. Probably trivia.
It was Cirque.
And and then after that is Hal Anthony, of course.
Yep.
And then after that, what's after that? Gigi's Boo and Gary L. with the Road Less Travel. If they do their show.
Absolutely.
So there you go, people.
For the big weekend lineup on the RLM. Well,
I hope it warms up here, but well, let's see, 21. Hang on a second.
Wow, 21 degrees. Whew. That would make my balls go.
At least it's 21 above zero. I mean, it could be.
Okay.
So, you know.
Yeah, my nuts were just going crazy thinking about 21 degrees.
I gotta go out shopping later, and so I'm gonna have to go out in about. Oh my God, Grim, 62, really? Oh my God, no kidding. Fuck you, Grim. That's too nice.
Wow.
That's not fair at all.
Hey, I don't feel so alone anymore. Now the women are telling Grim.
Slack puppet. Way to rub it in. There you go.
Whoa! Fort Lauderdale, 81 freaking degrees. Or 27 Celsius, whichever makes your dick hard.
What's the humidity there right now, Slack?
Where I'm at? Oh, sock. I don't know. Yeah. Humidity. I don't even know what the question means.
Doesn't say the humidity. Yeah, I mean, this isn't funny. This is depressing.
Cirque is all getting all pissy now.
Yeah, this is depressing, dude.
Life.
God, next spring, I'm going somewhere warm during the winter.
That's what I
don't know, but
really.
This is ridiculous.
Are you going to run away to the Southlands?
I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm tossed.
Really? So are you coming up on changing plans in your future?
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I just living day to day.
Well, hey, that's what I do.
Yeah.
What a coincidence. Yeah, I do this in the morning. You know what? First thing I do is I open my eyes.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
Everything else is there right there. It's so easy.
Yeah. You just wake up, man. Yeah, I've seen good weather. Oh my God.
No, I haven't seen good weather.
Here in the fucking tundra, Arctic, friggin'.
Yeah, but it's like that everywhere. For some way, yeah, it doesn't matter. Some season will piss you off. Right. It's just like that. There's no perfect place.
That's true.
So I came to the decision that I'll just bitch about the winter in the winter, and I'll bitch about the summer in the summer, and everything will go on just like I wasn't there. Because it doesn't seem to matter what I want. It does.
This is how cruel it is. Like, we had, 4 weeks ago or something like that. It was, in the 60s. And everyone thought that, this is awesome, early spring, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And now, yesterday, it was terribly cold. It was just, are you freaking kidding me? Oh, my God, really? It's just seriously? Just the fluctuation in the weather sometimes, it's just really? But, well, like you said, you just got to deal with it. And just,
I just bitch about it's cold. But you know what? The old guy additives that I've been using over the last couple months to help my joints has actually made a noticeable change for me, so I feel better. And even if it's all in my freaking mind, I don't care if I'm insane and I just think I'm better because I feel better, so it's good. So there's a lot to say for being crazy out your mind to the radio public. If you get the opportunity to go insane and enjoy your life, I recommend you do that. As long as you don't kill anybody on the way down, just have a good time. Yeah.
Right. It's just what it is.
We can disagree about shit, and it doesn't change the shit we disagree about. It just makes us unfriendly. That's why I like doing this with you, because the core of the shit we all know. You know, and I know, and the handful knows. And then you got the people that look on in judgment that ain't got a fucking clue. And maybe someday that'll change, and maybe it won't. But we still know what we're doing. So there you go.
Yep.
That's right.
Okay.
Slap yourself on the back for being smart.
It's been real.
Oh, hey.
It's been fun.
Thanks for babysitting me on this fine Dork Table.
Yeah, and hopefully GrammyMary is having a good time doing the family thing.
Yeah, she messaged me this earlier and said she was on her way. Yeah, well, we stay in touch. Yeah, Mary's been a very, very good friend to me over the years, so I tend to pay attention when she says something to me.
There you go. Yeah.
And thanks a lot. Again, thanks a lot for babysitting. Oh, yeah. I appreciate it. Grimner,
sure, it was fun.
As usual, sir, you do what you do, and I tried to let people know that Bo's still looking for a few bucks to help him through with the Freedoms Network. And if you got it, push the button, and if you don't, click a fucking link and let him know that you're looking at his site.
Yeah, he needs to recoup those costs that he shelled out of his own pocket. So
yeah,
we built the site for the people to use, and if the people like it, then a couple of bucks ain't gonna kill you.
Right.
Well, I was just doing my little bit to help make people know that. They might not know. Yeah. And
Right.
we got, hey, Sock, you're welcome. I don't know what the fuck we said that was worth hearing, but I had fun.
We were just babbling bullshit. I'm sure it was entertaining on some level.
I listened to the show later on, after, like Monday or Tuesday.
Right.
And, well, sometimes the Dork Table makes me laugh, and sometimes it makes me think, and sometimes it just fills up airtime. It's nothing special. I never know.
Right.
But it's a lot of fun doing it. So there you go.
Yeah, it is. So it's been fun, and we're almost done here with the Dork Table. Another one. At least it's better than not having a show. So,
I'm telling. Yeah. Well, I don't know if that was a compliment or not.
No, having a show is better than not having a show. Thanks, Cirque and Mary B and Chloe and Sock Puppet and Wanna Taco. What else?
Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, all y'all.
Just trying to think. I don't know. I'm looking at the text, but I got a really small screen up here.
You missed the show, buddy.
Oh no!
Darn it.
Especially the end where my wife was reaming everybody that has warm weather.
Right, yeah.
and she's the nice one out of the two of us.
Oh my God, my dog's following me again.
Oh, sir.
Good thing the show is almost done because I gotta.
Why?
Let this dog out. He's staring at me, waking up.
Oh, Marty the dog. Yeah, but we got to learn your dog's name, which I've never heard before.
Oh, really? Oh, a lot of people.
Now Marty has a name. Well, little things like that,
Okay, well, I gotta jump off here. So
yeah. All right.
All right. Here, Flash. Thank you, Grimnir. And
see y'all next time.
All right. Thanks, Moose and Flash.
All right. Thanks all. Thanks
all right.
everyone. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.